Okay, you are back in this Victor's Chalice, the bar. The usual crowd is about. Kyrie is sticking close to you, Elric, as she's not quite sure what she's doing. As she's in unfamiliar territory and only has one bit of advantage right now.
Alright, I just start bringing everyone over to the table. Or wherever, Cal is.
Roll perception.
That's natural 1.
Alright. All you see is Cal and Don Grave sitting at the table before. Nothing else strikes you weird. Nothing else strikes you off. It's the exact same bar. It does not look like a single person has moved.
That within itself strikes me off. Okay. Well, we go over there anyway.
Alright. Everyone's going to collectively go over.
Wait, are there even any bar noises?
You rolled a 1. There are no noises.
I've got tunnel vision, fine.
I'm going to stop you guys right here. I don't even need to have you guys roll, especially you, Elric, but you certainly notice that Cal looks very nervous. He obviously has seen you come in. He is once again sweating bullets, tapping his fingers together. He looks very uneasy. Don is reclined in his chair, just got the happiest smile on his face, like he's watching Cal squirm like he did before. And Ophelia, it has been a while. I will give you some more health. You have rested a bit. Alright. We're not in initiative as you do.
Yeah, I'm going to come over here and sit right next to Cal.
He is not looking at you. He's staring at the table.
I just want to let you know that we do have the item you wanted.
Good. He kind of chokes out.
At the cost of a life. A civilian's life.
He starts nodding in agreement.
And apparently an entire town.
I'm sorry to hear that.
From this point on, any dealings need to be entirely brought to our attention. Any details, every detail.
Don Grave starts laughing like there's a joke you missed. Cal looks exceedingly more nervous and kind of mutters out, "Well, that won't be a problem anymore. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do business with you or anyone else anymore."
Regardless, that's none of my concern.
The Beat Knight will kind of wander over and give you kind of a slight nudge on the arm and somewhat whisper to you, Are we getting paid? Is it? I don't...
Kyrie, would you be so kind as to negotiate with this
Gnome.
sweaty individual?
Negotiate, she says.
Please. I use that term loosely.
She rolls a 17 and rolls a 13 for intimidation and acrobatics. She immediately hops up on the table, draws a dagger, points it straight at his face, and said, "Hand over the money!"
nothing.
Don loses it even more. Cal is still just as sweating bullets. He's got that twinge of fear in him now. But I don't have any money. I don't have it. I'm sorry. I don't have anything.
So there is no payment whatsoever.
Don is losing his. He's losing his rocker. He is laughing so hard. Something you guys are not getting that is so funny to him, apparently. Cal is just stammering right now. He's not. He can't get words out. The Beat Knight looks perturbed at this moment and tells him to speak clearly, man.
You knew this was going to happen, didn't you?
Who do you say that to?
Cal?
No. It's not. I had. It was all. Everything was fun. He can't get words out.
I sucker punch him.
I'm not even gonna have you roll. You knock him out of his seat. Don falls out of his seat with laughter. You just see a pair of tiefling feet kick up in the air. Don will collect
himself together.
Don will collect himself for a second and actually tell you to stop. Stop. Don't hurt him. Just stop. It's funny. It's funny because he sold you out. He says, wiping tears from his eyes. Mr. Amari here's a washed-up merchant. He's not going to do anything but trades from now on. He can't do any jobs. I've finally successed over. He sold you guys out! The Beat Knight looks kind of to everybody, even Kyrie on the table, and looks back to this tiefling. Sold us out? I didn't know we were up for sale. He looks to you. What does he mean?
In other words, someone got a hold of him, and he told them precisely who caused the incident.
No! Don waves a hand like to shut you up. No, he sold the deal! No, you're not. He can't do business anymore. We've got bigger benefactors now. You're working for magic hunters. To wit, the door to the meeting room slams open, drawing everyone's attention. As a large tree-like, almost ant-like figure kind of shambles through the door. Tall, skinny, lanky like Slender Man, practically. This thing is nothing but a slight slab of skin over bones. It is some sort of bird creature, as far as you can imagine. It's completely colored, like the forest, of browns and vivid greens. But it is practically a skeleton of tall and unnaturally skinny stature, with some unusual bird skull mask fashioned almost in a tribal sense, and a severe lack of feathers. This thing's obviously not a bird. And begins to take its stride, ever so slowly, over towards the table. A few more will emerge as well, in kind of position about such. Everyone go ahead and roll knowledge or intelligence to see if you would know what the heck these things are.
Well, I've got a 13.
Perfect.
I have a 20.
Oh, perfect. Ophelia, you would know these things to be this region's version of the, well, Razor Crest cultists. These are a group of magic hunters that worship some sort of bird god thing. But these ones look different. They look attuned to the forest. And almost tree-like. They are not to be messed with, and crave magical items, but are essentially zombies. They follow orders and do such. Finally, through the door appears a very smaller version of these cultists. It only looks about the size of a child, whereas these drones here stand about 8 feet tall, towering over you, Elric. This childlike one is a spitting image of the drones, but it's wearing leather armor. It's all patchworked together, but more noticeably, its other feature, it has 2 large wings that are practically twice as tall as it is. But they have such a lack of feathers, these things couldn't possibly be used for flying. And it kind of arcs its wings to fit through the doorway, kind of walks up to take notice of you guys. They'll just stand there, and as lifeless as they are, with their eye socket eyes and their little bird skull helmets, just kind of stare at you guys.
Do I know how to deal with them?
You would know they would have certain abilities, but I can tell you right now, you wouldn't know of any weaknesses.
What I know what I mean is what I know how to talk to them and find out who's leading them.
As far as you know, the drones aren't one for talking. You've seen a few around your areas before, but you've never fully encountered one, especially not this species or this branch. But you would believe, as far as the hierarchy and the stories go, that only the more intelligent of them would speak. So your best guess would probably be the small one's the only one that would speak.
Okay. Well, first and foremost, I'm going to inform Elric of what they are.
Oh, I'm just gonna hurry you over here and kind of whisper everything and have you whisper everything in his ear.
I'm like, alright, fine. I approach the other guy, like, right here. Kind of face to face with the little one. And I say, I suppose you are our current contractors then.
It lets out a very unpleasant shrill of a shriek, like a bird cawing, and speaks very unnaturally through clicks and some odd, almost form of ancient dialect as well. It tells you, yes, you're working for us.
We have the item. Is there a reward?
No. And it outstretches a small little hand. Palm up, as if, give me.
I want to blast it with magic.
Okay. With your little bolt?
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, give me something high. Give me 2 somethings high. That's a 5. And a 7. So 12.
A direct hit with a whopping 36 damage of straight up magic. This thing takes about 2 steps as it kind of recoils in place, but stands its ground unnaturally straight in posture. And as far as you can tell, somewhat announces, "Kill us if you like. You still work for us. There will be more."
At this point, I say I just did that to make me feel better. Kyrie, can we get the gem over here?
She'll hop off the table and stand right next to you.
There's no helping this one.
She very reluctantly reaches in her pocket and slips you the gem.
I just hand it over.
Do you just... What are you looking at right now? Are you like staring at the little guy?
Yeah, I'm staring down the little guy.
Okay. Let's see here. Roll perception.
18, yeah.
Oh, perfect. Alright. You feel yourself stopping short of grabbing this gemstone as your hand hovers a bit. This gemstone is much smaller than the purple gemstone you remembered. You haven't grabbed anything yet, but you can tell that your hand should have met this gemstone. Do you want to look and see what you're trying to grab?
No, I make sure that I've got I've got riding gloves on. I pick up the gem.
It is in fact that small little coma gem, as expected.
And I hand it to the bird guy.
You drop it into his palm, but of no effect.
Fudge!
He quickly looks it over, tilting his gigantic bird skull of a head all around like inspecting this item, and just drops it to the floor and holds out another hand. Cal just very meagerly kind of whispers out, "I told him what it looks like." Kyrie's going to take initiative here and spin around and kind of kick the chair into him a bit. And pulls out the purple necklace gem and hands it to Elric.
I hand it over.
Hand it over. He grabs it. And as far as you can tell, swallows it, or at least shoves it up in his mask. And steps back into the three drones. Your cooperation is thanks. We will do business again. As the drones begin to make their lanky way outside the bar, around you guys. The large winged little one behind them. They will walk all the way out and out the door. Don's the first one to break the silence of everything. So, how you like your new employers?
I just pipe up. Since I was actually never originally part of this agreement, they are not my employers, and I have to have nothing to do with them.
Okay, you can tell yourself that. I don't know how they're going to see it.
I actually screwed everything up. I really didn't have any actual part in this thing, so...
That's not the point. Whether he had permission to sell you or not, this weasel over here sold us.
Cal is trying to fit underneath this chair. I understand. Don kind of saunters around to you, Elric. I understand your distaste for this little thing here. But let's not be too hard on him. I'm gonna make him go bankrupt as it is. Why not make him suffer a bit?
I'm gonna be mean and sit on the chair that he's under. Or just stand on it. So
Alright,
I can't move.
he's kind of wedged himself under there trying to hide. He's obviously stuck himself, but you can sit on the chair.
Just make him uncomfortable. I just mentioned to Kyrie, if I were you, since you were not part of this deal, I would run.
Oh no! Oh no! She says. We're being hired to go get magic things? That sounds like something I could get in on. Beat Knight will join the conversation, but are we getting paid?
No.
Oh. His little helmet tilts down in a little bit bout of sadness.
I pipe up. I don't have much to offer, but I can give you guys a little compensation. After all, I did try to kill us all.
At this point, I go up to the bar and get some boiling water to make tea.
You head over to the bar, kind of just ignore everybody. You stop short. You would happen to know the bartender, and they gladly go get you some water.
I create several drinks, one for everybody there.
You create several drinks.
One separate from the others with nightshade in it.
All right. How many drinks do you make?
6.
6.
And one with nightshade, that I know which one has nightshade in it.
Okay.
I go back over to the table.
I suppose you have a tray full of drinks?
Yes.
Okay. Do you set them down, or do you set the tray down? What do you do?
I hand the drinks to people.
Okay.
Saving the one with nightshade and leaving it on the table. So, until Cal gets out from underneath the desk.
I go ahead and hop off the chair.
You hop off the chair. Everyone takes their drink. Kyrie refuses.
Understandably.
We've only been trying to kill her the entire adventure.
It is a parting drink. And may I never see you again, Cal.
But I live here.
May I never see you again.
Then leave.
Just
Please. Cal is still under the chair.
That one on the table is yours, by the way.
Just go.
I take my leave.
Alright, you start heading out. Kyrie's gonna walk over and kind of look at this drink and look back to you and kind of point between the drink and the little man under the chair.
I nod.
She grabs the drink and walks back over to Cal, who's still cowering under the chair. Where are you right now? Are you like within earshot? What are you doing?
Yeah, I'm within earshot.
Kyrie kind of kneels down, almost chair level with him, and just pours it on him. Stands back up and walks out.
I leave.
A beat knight will kind of have jauntily follow. Don will raise his mug in the air as if to salute you or something.
Right.
As everyone essentially just leaves the bar. You're standing outside when the Beat Knight's the first one to ask what Kyrie's going to do now.
Can I try to get my dragon to come back down to me now?
Certainly. You can whistle
let out my really loud whistle.
within a few seconds. No, I'm sorry. Immediately, Kyrie clasps her ears and kind of half shouts at you, "What the heck was that?" As you kind of whistled like right in her ear.
I'm going home.
As promptly a dragon youngling arrives, Kyrie's in kind of half amazement, like, "Oh my God, there's a dragon." As you clamber on, and I suppose flap off into your homelands.
I'll just stare at him for a minute.
Okay.
I said I had compensation if you want to come along.
Kyrie appreciates the offer, but she suggests that she might just hang around here a bit. Noting as this place is certainly well fit for my kind, she stresses.
Whatever.
The Beat Knight looks to you, Elric, and says that, well, they didn't quite get the reward they were looking for. But was that at least an adventure?
We came out with a net loss of 1 life. It's not an adventure, it's a failure.
The Beat Knight stops short. He doesn't even add on to that. Would you be up for another adventure? He poses.
I guess I have no choice.
You always have a choice, he says.
Not when we're contracted by these cultists.
We'll deal with them as need be, he says.
Then we'll see what the future holds.
As microphone adjustments happen, the Beat Knight's the first one to quickly show you, Elric, this little book he has hidden away in his pocket, in one of his little pouches. He says, "Remember those legends I was talking about?
Yes.
I think we might have a one-of-a-lifetime opportunity here. That is, if you're interested."
Legends generally prove to be a lot more fruitful than dealing with people.
Hear, hear! He looks to the other two females and suggests that they are welcome to join if they would like. Kyrie refuses this time.
Sure, I don't see why not. But I do have to get back to my kingdom for some urgent business first.
The Beat Knight gives a respectable nod.
Shall I meet you back here?
The Beat Knight tells you to meet him whenever. He will find you or follow you. He will meet you. He is getting giddy at this point. He's excited. He will find you. He will summon you. He'll write a letter. He'll mail a pigeon. He'll send a battle axe. He'll find you.
He'll shoot you in the head with an arrow.
Alright then.
He'll shoot you in the head with a message arrow.
And with this unlikely turn of events, as Heist never goes the way as planned, but with the promise of some interesting things in the future, I'll have to conclude Season 6. And that'll be it, guys. Yeah, not quite as climactic, but, you know, not always is.
Hey! I don't care about it being climactic. I got gypped, we lost a life, and we have now been sold as cattle.
Well, we'll just have to see how that plays out.
Daniel knows that I'm planning to be a DM.
Ooh. We're still recording, so that's a sneak peek from something in the future, audience.
Oh, I didn't know we were still recording. My bad.
Well, no problem. That's a good teaser to hold you guys off. As always, I have been your DM, Artificial. With me, as always, have been my two wonderful players, Daniel and Michaela.
Hope to see you again later.